Hello, my name's Amanda and welcome to the very first block tutorial in my new quilt along. Happy days! And without further ado, the very first block that we will be making is this gorgeous little thing. Yay! This block is just called Flying Geese because it features 4 gorgeous little flying geese just in the middle. As you can see, the block is very tiny. This one measures just scant of 5.5 inches, but when it's pieced all together in the quilt, it will be 5 inches. In my block, I have just used 2 contrasting yellow solid fabrics. Of course, you can use any fabrics you want to make this, and it will still look just as sweet as this one. As always, you will find all of the measurement and cutting info that you need to make this block in the pattern sheet that is linked below in the description. It is just the very first top line. Just click on the little hyperlink and it will take you straight to the pattern for you to check out. I've also linked the blog post that I did for the introduction to this quilt along, just in case you missed out on my introductory video to the series. That blog post just lists everything that you will need to make this quilt and to follow along and all of that stuff. There is also a sneak peek of what the finished quilt will also look like, so maybe that can entice you to go and have a look. So yes, definitely check out the pattern sheet if you need it. And with that, let's go down with how we make the Flying Geese mini block. To make block 1, you will need to cut 2 5.5 by 1 3/4 inch rectangles and 4 3 by 1 3/4 inch rectangles from one fabric, and then 8 1 3/4 inch squares from a second contrasting fabric. After placing the 2 longer rectangles to one side, grab a pencil and ruler and mark a diagonal line across the back of each of the 8 contrasting fabric squares. To make the 4 Flying Geese units, lay out one of the 3 by 1 3/4 inch rectangles and place a marked square on top with the pencil line running from the center to the left bottom corner. Evenly pin the square to this side of the rectangle and then repeat the same set of steps with the 3 other rectangles. At the sewing machine, slowly sew on top of the pencil line from one corner to the other, gently feeding all 4 units through in the same way. Snip the joining threads between each of the units and then with a ruler and blade, trim away the corners, leaving behind a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then gently press each corner open with a medium to hot steamy iron. Next, line up another contrasting square to the opposite side of a Flying Geese unit, with the marked line travelling from the centre to the right bottom corner. Evenly pin the square into place and then repeat the same set of steps with the 3 leftover units. Sew once more on top of the pencil line, gently feeding all 4 units through one after the other. Snip the joining threads and then trim off the excess corners with a ruler and blade, leaving behind one more 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then carefully press each corner open with the iron, completing the Flying Geese units. Next, lay out the Flying Geese units in a straight line, one under the other. Starting at the top, turn the first Flying Geese over onto the other and evenly pin the edge into place, and then do the same thing with the other 2 units. At the sewing machine, sew a 1/4 inch seam along the first pinned edge and then carefully feed through the other. Snip the joining thread between the units and then press each of the seams upwards towards the center triangle of the units. Place the units back into their correct position and then flip one pair of units onto the other. Evenly pin the edge together once more and sew a 1/4 inch seam along it. Then press the seam upwards just like before. Next, grab the 2 long rectangles placed to the side earlier and lay them either side of the strip of Flying Geese. Take one rectangle and turn it over into the middle. Once happy with its position, evenly pin the edge into place and then sew a 1/4 inch seam all the way along it. Gently press the seam outwards towards the rectangle unit and then repeat the same set of steps to piece the other rectangle to the opposite side of the Flying Geese strip. Once the block has been pressed for the last time, It should measure just scant of 5.5 inches squared. One thing that I did mention in my introductory video and blog post was the hashtag that is going along with this quilt along. The hashtag is now on the screen. It is just Amanda's Mini QAL. Pop that hashtag into the description when you're sharing your photos on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever, and I will definitely see them, especially on Instagram. I really want to encourage everyone to try and use that hashtag so that as a community we can all see what we're doing, we can support and encourage each other, and yeah, just really build the excitement in the quilt along and just share the love with everyone. If you would like to see more of the quilt along and would like to see more of the things that I do on my channel, please subscribe and you will definitely see it all. You'll also see a little bell next to the description box. Just click on that and every time I upload you'll get a little notification telling you that another blog tutorial is ready to go, another vlog, another video, another whatever it is that I'm putting up will be there and ready for you to watch. And so until I see you for block number 2, as always, thank you all so much for watching and I hope to see you another time very, very soon. Bye!